So there is a quote from Seneca that often we suffer more in imagination than reality. And I think people can relate to that. Things that you worried about, that you were stressed about beforehand, you thought it was going to be terrible, but then when it actually happens and plays out, it's not nearly as bad as you thought it was going to be. So you put yourself through all this mental torture, and that was worse than reality. So it's kind of crazy that we do that to ourselves. And just as an example for that, I work in federal tax compliance. I'm an accountant. I've switched roles, but anyway, I got signed to a new work project, and the manager scheduled a Thursday afternoon kickoff call, and this was the weekend of Labor Day, and we were closed for Friday through Monday, so we had a 4-day weekend coming up. So I saw this Thursday afternoon call and thought I was going to have work and to-dos from it to have to do over the long weekend. So I see the invite, I get so upset. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to work. I'm going to have to work on the weekend. I'm going to have to change my plans. I'm going to have to tell my family, tell my wife I can't do what we were going to do. Like, this sucks. I can't believe the timing. This manager sucks. Oh, this is going to be horrible. Awful, it was terrible. Everything going on in my head was awful. But guess what? A couple hours later, the call got pushed to Tuesday, so I didn't have to do anything over the weekend. And then even when we did have the call on Tuesday, there weren't any immediate to-dos or immediate work from it. So not only was I catastrophizing how the weekend was going to go, but then even when the meeting did happen at the beginning of that work week, it still wasn't that bad. So everything that went on in my head was so much worse than what actually happened. So don't make things worse by assuming negative outcomes. Because I tell you what, even if I did have to work the weekend, all that I did was make myself go through the event twice, because I went through it in my head when I was like anticipating the meeting and how bad it was going to be. And even if it had been bad, then I just went through it twice, and it's not helpful. I can't control what the manager does. I can't control the project. So if your mind's getting carried away and your mind's spiraling, I hope this example is helpful for just often, we can try to make it not so bad in our heads. I hope this is helpful.